what is it? It's Tuesday, October 23rd, and today's training is going to be, again, based on the foundation of helping people to achieve real freedom, and I'll let each and every one of you decide for yourself what that is, but I know that for a lot of people, it's invaluable. So with that, our very first slide here, let me give you an overview of the training here, and that is, today we're going to talk about 3 keys to enrolling a lot more people. So regardless of what kind of business you're in, these 3 keys are going to apply to each and every one of you. And so what I invite you to do to get the most out of this training is to sit up, get excited, pay attention, and take notes, because the brain works in a way. I used to be a trainer for Tony Robbins, one of just 10 paid by Tony to travel around the world and support him at his live public seminars and then do one-on-one and group coaching of his key participants afterwards. And what I saw Tony doing repeatedly is he'd get people all excited and all pumped up to, to pay attention to his presentations. And when he would sit down in the audience and let one of his mentors get up on the stage, he'd sit usually in the front row on the edge of his seat taking notes. And he would do that time after time after time with many of the same people that I had seen him watch over and over and over again. So I'm going to invite you guys to do the same thing, because the way that the brain works is the more excited you are, the more you're paying attention, the more that you take notes, the more information you're going to take in, and the easier it's going to be for you to recall that information later. So let's go into key number 1 of the 3 keys to enrolling a lot more people, and that is, number 1, the size of your list. You've probably heard this, dozens of different ways. The larger the list, the money's in the list, your fortune's in the list. You can say it a million different ways, but the size of your list is going to have a lot to do with how much money you make and how many people you can enroll. Next, number 2, the relationship you have with that list. I've seen people with a list of 300 people way outsell someone that has a list of 3,000 or 30,000. So the relationship that you have with the list is very key as well. And then last but definitely not least is, how often do you communicate with your list? If you're just in touch with them, once when they respond to you, or once a year as opposed to on a regular basis, obviously people aren't going to think about you as much, and you're not going to sell as much. So if you want to enroll a lot more people, again, the 3 keys that we're going to talk about here today is, number 1, the size of your list, number 2, the relationship that you have with that list, and number 3, how often you communicate with that list, because these 3 things are going to determine if your business will explode or not, okay? I mean, you can be doing anything, you can be marketing all different kinds of things, but when you're doing these 3 things and you're doing them all together at the same time, you're going to have a synergistic effect, and you're going to be able to enroll or sell, whatever you want to call it, a lot more product, bring a lot more people into your business, etc. Okay? So let's talk about the very first key here, which is the size of your list, because that's the foundation, really, of enrolling more reps in your business. It's the foundation of selling more product, is the size of your list. So regardless, I'm going to talk about all 3 of these, but this is really critical for you to get this number 1 key foundational key here, and that is, regardless of your relationship with your list, and regardless of how often you communicate with your list, those 2 things will not bear much fruit if you have a small list. Okay? So you can have a great relationship with 2 people. You can communicate with them all the time, but if you're only communicating with 2 people, then you're not going to bear much fruit. So it's going to be critical for you, and I'll give you this example of tomato plants here. It's going to be critical to have a larger list. Okay? Now, I give this example because I heard this shared once at a conference that I was at. It was actually a church plant conference, and they were great for having a model of duplication. And then I thought about our own tomato plants. My wife has been growing tomato plants in planter boxes for years here in our home in Idaho, and they were growing really nicely producing a lot of tomatoes, or what I call fruit. And the key thing here that I want you to focus on is the fruit part of this. Having a large list, or having a great relationship with your list, or communicating often with your list, those are nice things, but the ultimate goal, what we really want, is we want to grow your business, okay? And that means to bear fruit. So let's go back to green tomatoes. Well, last year, for the first time, my wife planted tomato plants in the backyard in an area where we had never grown anything. And we grew, or I say she grew, but we grew, right? These 6-foot-tall tomato plants with big, leafy, green, big green leaves, okay? But you know what? They had 0 tomatoes. So, previously we had grown, 3-foot, 4-foot tomato plants in our planter boxes. They were smaller, but they produced a lot of fruit. So having a large list is important, and we're going to talk about that. But remember, the ultimate bottom line here of what we want to do is we want to help you grow your business. And that means, you want to bear a lot of fruit. And in order to do that, it's going to require that you build a list, okay? Because the bottom line is, with everything else being equal, now I'm not talking about, one person having a better relationship with their list than you, or someone communicating with their list more often than you. I'm saying with everything else being equal, the person that has the larger list is going to have more success, okay? So that's why it's important for you to always have your thinking cap on, always be focusing on building a larger list. Matter of fact, I'll share with you one exercise that I've done frequently. I learned this from Tony Robbins, so I always want to give credit where credit is due. And it's a quick little 30-second exercise. You can do this with your spouse, with your children, with your downline, those of you building a home-based business. And that is this. I want you for the next 30 seconds to look around your current environment, and I'm doing this right now too. So again, if you've heard this or seen this before, just play along just to reinforce and remember the concept here. I want you to look around your current environment for everything that's red, okay? So start looking. We'll start the timer here, 30 seconds. Look around your environment for everything that's red, okay? And you want to keep asking yourself this question as you look, what else is red? And as you ask yourself that question, what else is red, you'll start noticing more red things. Now, again, what else is red? We've got about 15 seconds left. Keep looking around. You'll keep noticing more things. What else is red? So keep looking. Keep noticing more red things, right? All right, last 5 seconds. One more time. What else is red? And now I want everyone to close your eyes and tell me everything that's blue. Okay, I tricked you, right? You said, Michael, you told me to look for everything that's red. Right. Well, what's the point of this look for red exercise? Here's what we found. Well, I'll ask you the question first. Did you notice more things that were red or that were blue? And the obvious answer to that should be you probably noticed, unless you live in a room that's filled with blue things, right? You probably noticed a lot more red things. And why is that? That's because what you were looking for was red, okay? And the questions that we ask, in other words, when I ask the question, what else is red, the questions that you ask will determine what you focus upon, and what you focus upon will determine what you notice in your life, what you attract, etc. So the question that I have for you here today is, are you focusing upon building a larger list? Okay? Is that your focus? If you keep asking yourself, how can I build a larger list? How else can I build a larger list? There's a lot of ways that you can build a larger list, and I'm going to share with you today some of the key tools that we provide for you in the free lead system forever, absolutely free, and some of them will be for the premium members, those people that have upgraded to our what we call our premium membership. And again, the key question here, though, that I'm going to invite you to focus upon is, how can I build a larger list? What else can I do to build a larger list? Okay, so there's going to be many different tips for this. One of the things that I like to do often is, if I'm really busy, I use our own contact management system, but if I'm busy, I keep an Excel spreadsheet open, and if I get an email from someone and I'm in the middle of something, but that person that I got that email from might be a key contact, I want to copy that and write it down on my Excel spreadsheet, and later I'll go into my contact management system and add it into my contact management system. But when I get an email, when I get a thought about someone, when someone's name comes up somewhere, always want to be building your list, because the larger your list, the more success you're going to have. Okay? So how specifically do you build a large list? Well, here's the bottom line. It's all going to start with value. Value, value, value. That's one of the reasons why we're offering a free training call, and we'll continue to do that every week. As a member of the Free Lead System Forever, you get to attend free trainings like this each and every week. Our goal is to provide you a lot of value, because then we know, well, I'll use this example right here, and this is a great example because I've done a lot of live trainings on this, and it's a simple example, and it's easy for people to remember. The key point is you've got to give people a lot of value. So here's the question, and the question is, would you give me a $5 bill for a $20 bill in return? And I've asked thousands upon thousands of people that question, and I've had, one person, it cracked me up at the time. He said, Michael, you go get the $20 bills, I'll go get a wheelbarrow to take them away, because I'll bring you an unlimited number of $5 bills if every time I give you a 5, you give me a $20 bill in return. Now, why am I using, why would someone give me a $5 bill for a $20 bill? And again, it comes back to because you're getting something of greater value, okay? So the goal here is always you want to give people something of greater value. Now, what if instead of a $20 bill, what if I were to offer, what if I initially was saying, well, you give me a $5 bill, I'll give you $5.01, okay? Would that really motivate you to go out of your way and get another $5 bill? What if you ran out of $5 bills? Would you get in your car and drive somewhere to go borrow a $5 bill from someone, or go to the bank and get some $5 bills if you brought it back and all you got was $5.01? Of course not. But what if instead I was offering you a $1,000 bill? And what if you ran out of $5 bills? What if you drove to the bank, you pulled out all your money, and you told the teller, I want all my money in 5s. I don't know why there's this crazy guy. He's giving me $1,000 bills for every 5 that I give him. What if you ran out of all your $5 bills from your bank account? Would you even go up to a complete stranger, someone you never saw before in your life, someone you never talked to before in your life, and ask them, hey, can I borrow a $5 bill? I know it sounds crazy, but there's this crazy guy, and he's willing to give me a $1,000 bill every time I give him a $5 bill. Well, if you're like most people, you probably would, right? It might be a little uncomfortable for some of you to go up to a complete stranger, but why would you do that? Why would you go up to a complete stranger, someone you've never seen, someone you never talked to, and ask them, hey, can I borrow a $5 bill? Why? Because you get $1,000 in return for that $5 bill. So what's my point? Here's the key point I want you to get. As simple as this concept is, this can really, really explode your business. The greater the value that you offer someone, the more likely that they will do an exchange with you. So getting someone to give you their name, in other words, building a list, excuse me, is nothing more than doing an exchange. Now, I've been using money, $5 bill versus a $1,000 bill as an example of an exchange. You give me something, I give you something in return. The greater the value that I have to offer you, the more likely you're going to go out of your way, the more likely you're going to get in your car and drive to your bank and take all your money out and say, give me all 5. The more likely that when you run out of all your money, you're going to go to a complete stranger and say, can I borrow a $5 bill? Why? Because the value that you're getting in exchange for that $5 bill is so much greater. So here's the key point. If you're not selling as much of anything that you want to sell, here's one simple question All you need to do is to ask yourself this one question every single day. How can I increase the value of what I have to offer? If you're offering someone $5.01, remember, they're not going to be too motivated to go out of their way and give you a $5 bill. But if you turn that $5.01 into $20 or $1,000, you're going to dramatically increase the likelihood that someone will give you a $5 bill. In other words, someone will do an exchange with you. Now, again, today what we're talking about is building a list. So in building a list, the more value that you offer someone, the more likely that they're going to give you their contact information, okay? So they will give you their name if, what? That you give them something of greater value, okay? A simple concept, remember $5 bill, $20 bill, or $5 bill, $1,000 bill. But this concept, if you're not selling enough of whatever you want to sell, if your list isn't as large as you'd like it to be, simply ask yourself the question, how can I create more value? That has made us a lot of money, and it will make you a lot of money too. Okay? So let's talk about now, how does the free lead system forever help you build a large list? Well, number one, we make it easy. Okay? If something was difficult, if something was really time-consuming, people wouldn't do it. So it's got to be easy. So that's another question. Hopefully you're noticing a pattern here. I wrote a book called Questions Are the Answer. The subtitle of the book is What Are You Asking For? So it's not just that people ask questions. Tony Robbins had said this. I had read his book, Awaken the Giant Within, and he had a whole chapter on questions, and that's really got me thinking about and asking myself a lot of questions. He says, you know, and one of the things he said is the quality of the questions that you ask will determine the quality of your life, okay? So a great question for you to ask yourself not only is how can I increase the value of what I have to offer people, but how can I make it really easy? The easier you make it for people, the more likely they're going to, again, do an exchange with you. And that's what building a list is all about. You're looking to get them to give you their contact information. Okay? So how do we make it, what do? We make it easy for you to give away a free lead system forever. We're not asking you to go out there and ask people for money. We know people are uncomfortable doing that. We know some people aren't effective at doing that. So we figured, you know what? It's a lot easier to get people to give away something. And what are you giving away? You're giving away a free lead system forever. Okay? Let's go back to value, right? What is one of the most valuable things for someone building a home-based business? They need more leads. They need more prospects. They need more people to take a look at their business opportunity. So what do you think, this is a rhetorical question here, what do you think would be valuable for you to give away? Well, a free lead generating system forever. And we'll talk about and show you, for those of you that haven't signed up for this yet, especially since it's free, you're definitely going to want to do that, how it works and why it literally can generate a massive, not a couple, but a massive amount of leads for you on autopilot. Okay, so here's how it works. Anyone who signs up is going to be building your list. Anyone who says, yes, I want my own free lead system forever, the way that they get it is by entering their name and their email address in a form on your website that we automatically create for you. You don't have to go out there and hire a programmer or spend money or figure out, hey, how do I build this website and how do I tie an autoresponder campaign to it and how do I get that contact information into my contact manager? We do all that for you automatically, okay? So again, anyone who signs up and says, yes, I want my own free lead system forever, that's going to build your list. Now, if those people don't upgrade, anyone that signs up for the free lead system forever, they sign up initially with the free version, okay? And you can keep it literally free forever. There's a major downside to not upgrading, though, because when we say upgrade, we have what we call a premium membership. That's the name for our paid version. So we have a free version forever, and we have a paid version. The paid version, when people upgrade to that, and we'll show you how you can easily try it for free and easily keep the paid version for free month after month after month very easily, because the people that do not upgrade, and many people don't, many people do, many people don't, but the people that don't, when every other person that they refer to the free lead system forever, and they're going to refer people to the free lead system forever. Why? Because it's going to build their list. So if someone doesn't upgrade and they're putting out a link to their website to build their list, every other person that that comes to their website and enters their name and email address is going to be building your list. You see the genius in this? And I use that word. I'm not patting myself on the back. I didn't come up with it. Other people have said it. I'm just repeating it. But it truly is genius, because the way that our system generates, quote, leads is by getting people to enter their name and email address. That's the, quote, lead, the contact information. We're not selling you leads or providing you with a list of people when you sign up for the free lead system forever. It's the name and email address of the person that says, yes, I want a free lead system forever. That contact information, that's the, quote, lead, and that's going to go to the person that site who they went to, or unless someone's a free member, every other person is going to be passed up to the person above them. And that can and will happen for literally unlimited levels. You know, a free person can tell someone who tells someone who tells someone who tells someone, and it goes on and on and on, and that literally virally can grow your list. We've been watching this here, and it's extremely exciting. I'll see someone come in as a member, as an upgrade, whatever, and I'll be curious, and I'll say, well, where did that person come from? And I'll backtrack and go, oh, they came from that person. Oh, well, you know, someone upgrades, so I'll go check it out and say, well, where did they, sometimes, you know, where did that come from? And check it out. Oh, that came from this free person. Where did that come from? Oh, that came from that free person. Where did that come from? Oh, that came from this free person. Where that came from? Well, that came from this paying member. I mean, it's just, you know, and all in a day or 2 days. I mean, person telling person telling person telling person. So this literally can grow virally and very quickly. And I'm going to show you some additional ways. We have many ways for premium members. That's our paid version again to build a list. But just for the free members, I mean, what we give you, I'll show you right now, is invaluable, because number one, here's what we do. Anyone who wants a free lead system gets a website automatically created for them free forever. So again, going back to value, what's the value that we're giving? We're giving someone a website, but it's not just any website, it's a website that's giving away a free website forever that does what? That helps someone else build a list. That's the value, okay? So I hope that's making it really clear. When someone comes to the site, they'll see a 2.5-minute video. It gives them a brief overview and introduction and says, hey, if you'd like, you can get your own free lead system free forever. And underneath that video, there's a form that will show up. And when someone simply enters their name and email address, then they too will get their own free lead system forever. So literally, for those of you that have the free lead system forever, or even those of you that don't yet, how you generate free leads is by simply sharing the link to your website. And I'll show you a few ways to do that here a little later on in the call. So literally, that's how you generate leads, is by simply sharing the link to your website. And again, we have many ways for you to do this that's easy. So remember the easy part of this, okay? We also have a lot of promotional tools and training, like you're experiencing the training right now, so that we can teach you and show you and train you how to easily introduce this to other people, because that's going to build your list. Okay, so just to give you a visual of this, many of you have seen this before, but I think it's always important. Repetition is the mother of skill is one of the phrases that I've learned and heard, and I believe it's true. Let's imagine someone like Tim is out there. Tim's someone building a home-based business. Tim needs more people to look at his home-based business. So you introduce Tim to the free lead system forever. Now, Tim automatically gets his own website created for him. We do that for him. And Tim realizes through our training and so forth, which we educate him on emails and all kinds of ways to say, Tim, here's how, and I'll show you in the admin area also, you know, we have step 1 of our quick start guide is How does it work? Well, Tim, here's how it works. You simply put out the link to your website, and step 2 of our Quick Start Guide is here's the many different ways you can share your unique link. So let's say Tim puts his link out there, and I've tested this, I think, 4 times now on Facebook. I've had a lot of people become members and upgrade from simply copying and pasting one simple link on Facebook. And there are many places you can do this. So imagine Tim puts his unique link out, 10 other people say, hey, I want my own free lead system forever as well. And remember, those people aren't paying anything. Tim's not even talking to them. He's simply copying and pasting a link. He doesn't have to talk to anybody. I mean, how easy is that? So we're going to represent those 10 people here as the red and black circles. And every other person, you know, the first person, third, fifth, seventh, ninth, Tim's going to keep. But every other one, the second, fourth, sixth, eighth, and 10th, Tim's going to pass up to the person that introduced him to the free lead system forever. And if that was you, then Tim would be generating 5 leads for you. That's pretty cool, I think. You're not doing anything other than you simply introduced this to Tim. Now Tim's taking action, and he's generating lots of leads for you. Now, that would leave 5 leads for Tim instead of 10. And initially, some people might think, well, that's not so great for Tim. He generated 10. Why doesn't he get 10? Well, as a premium member, he would keep all 10. But as a free member, he's going to keep 5. But 5's still a great deal. Why? Because, number one, we gave him the website free forever. It's all done for him. All he had to do is copy and paste the link out onto Facebook or Twitter or give it to a friend or put it on a business card, you name it. There's a lot of different ways he could easily put his link out there, and he generated, you know, 10 people who entered their name and email address. Why? Because the value proposition, what Tim can give away for free, is very valuable. Tim's giving away a free lead system forever, and that's what makes it easy for Tim to get lots of people willing to enter their name and their email address. If Tim had to go out and try and figure this out on his own and build his own website and his own autoresponder campaign, come up with his own value proposition of what he's offering, it wouldn't be anywhere near as simple and easy and valuable. Okay? So this leaves Tim with 5 leads instead of 10. However, when those 5 people go out and duplicate the very same thing that Tim just did, okay, if they don't upgrade, they're going to keep 5 out of every 10 and pass 5 up to Tim. So Tim's initial 5 can easily turn into 25, 125, 625, 3,125, and keep going and going and going. And all these people that are entering their name and their email address saying, yes, I want a free lead system forever, they are going into Tim's contact management system that we provide him, and then Tim can promote whatever he wants to those people. So there's no limit to the number of leads generated. And when we say on autopilot, what we mean by that is literally that, you know, the people that Tim has, those initial 5 people, they're going to generate all these people underneath them through no additional effort on Tim's part. Yes, Tim needed to take some action and share his link initially. But after that fact, then there were people, etc., and all of that was generating thousands of leads for Tim in this example here through no effort on Tim's part other than him initially putting his link out there. So I hope that's very, very clear, and that's why we say on autopilot. Now, there's no limit. Tim's not limited to sharing this with just 10 people. He can go out and there and share this with an unlimited number of people. So here's a key point, and here's why Tim would want to upgrade and why it makes a lot of sense for you to upgrade as well if you're a free member watching this presentation, or if you're someone that's not even a member of the free lead system forever yet. And that's because, remember, Tim generated thousands upon thousands of leads from those initial 5 people, but he also could lose just as likely thousands upon thousands of leads from the 5 people that he passed up to his sponsor. Okay? So remember, paying members never pass up any leads, and paying members get a lot more benefits. Now, let's come back. Remember, in the very beginning of the presentation, I said there's 3 keys to enrolling a lot more people in your business. Number one was what? You need a larger list, right? So we've been talking about building a larger list. Number two, though, is we're talking about improving your relationship with your list, okay? Oh, I've got the wrong title here on this page, so forgive me, but let me show you something else here. Here's something that premium members get. Premium members get the ability to also create unlimited lead capture pages, okay? Now, lead capture pages are really easy to create, and if you can point and click with your mouse, you can easily create them. We have a whole library of professional templates. We even have one here, the one that's on the top row in the middle, where that opt-in box is hidden. And that's extremely valuable because what that means is when a prospect goes to that lead capture page, they initially do not see that opt-in box. And when they don't see that opt-in box, that puts their guard down. They don't feel like, oh, you're trying to capture my name and email address. Again, we've been talking about building a list, right? But when they see a video without that opt-in form, the form underneath the video initially, they put their guard down. They're much more likely to relax, watch the video, and as they watch a video and get drawn into the video and the features and the benefits that that video has to offer, and then later you display that opt-in form, that will dramatically increase the likelihood that people will enter their name and email address in that form and build you a much larger list, okay? Now, here's some other things that premium members get. And so here now is where we're talking about developing a relationship with your list, okay? So I had the wrong heading here on the last slide, but initially I said there are 3 key things here to enrolling a lot more people, and that's number 1, having a much larger list. Number 2, now what we're going to talk about is the relationship that you have with your list. So here's something else that premium members are going to get. And they're going to get what we call you can position yourself as an expert. We have an autoresponder campaign that we're ready to release here in a couple days. We've been working very hard on this. It has 18 messages spread over 58 days. Now, we've used this for another client in the past, and we know that it's worked extremely well. Why? Because typically, what are the messages that most people building a home-based business put out to their prospects? I've seen this on, I've got a forum, or a group on Facebook, and I see them all the time. Hey, join now. My company's the latest. It's the greatest. It's in pre-launch. It's going to be the biggest, the baddest, the best. It pays the most. It's got the flashiest color. You name it, right? You probably heard it, 100 times over, right? But what most people building a home-based business don't do, Mike Dillard was great at this with magnetic sponsoring and his concept of attraction marketing. I mean, it's not a new thing, but it was new to our industry, and he did a phenomenal job with it. And specifically what Mike did was teach and remind people that, hey, you want people to chase you. Or I could ask you the question, do you want to be chasing your prospects, or do you want them chasing you? Okay? So what do these marketing messages do? Well, automatically, anyone that will be that's a member of our premium membership, again, you'll get this in a couple days here, I'd say by Friday. We'll have this added for our premium members. You'll have 18 messages that can be are spread over 58 days, and each message will add value. Remember we talked about value earlier, $5 bill, $1,000 bill. Each message is going to be teaching a concept about how to successfully build a home-based business. Why? Because this way, and again, when you're a premium member, you can create unlimited lead capture pages like I just talked about. You can tie in this autoresponder campaign so that you, the member using the free lead system forever as a premium member, will be positioned as an expert at building a home-based business, because every message you're sending out something where you're creating value. You're teaching that prospect how to successfully build a home-based business, positioning you as an expert at building a home-based business. We've heard a statistic that on average, every 4 months, 75% of the people in the home-based business niche will change companies. Now, if someone's going to change companies every 4 months, who are they going to be more likely to switch to? Someone that's creating value for them all the time, positioning themselves as an expert, or someone that's saying, I've got the greatest company in the world. The products are the best. They're flashy. They're shiny. They're new. The compensation plan is amazing, yada, 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 right? We've all heard it before. So this is one way that you'll be able to create a relationship with your list because you're giving. You're always giving something of value. So again, another question, I invite you to be writing down these questions, by the way. Another question you can be asking yourself is, how can I improve my relationship with my list? How can I give more to my list? How can I create more value for my list? Because the more value that you create for people, the more likely that they're going to do business with you. Okay? So, next, how does the free lead system forever improve your relationship with your list? Well, we also, for free members as well as for premium members, we give you a contact management system. And if we have time here, I can show you a little bit about the contact management system, but this enables you to take notes. This enables you to search your notes, to set reminders, to put people in groups so you can sort people and follow up with certain groups but not with others. You can do all kinds of things with this contact management system. It's extremely, extremely valuable. I know that, if you're not taking notes when you're talking to a prospect, okay, like what I typically like to do is I don't want to be typing in on my computer while I'm listening to someone, because when I'm talking to someone and I hear them typing on their computer, I don't know, it just bothers me. It makes me feel like, oh, they're taking notes on me. So what I do is I handwrite my notes on a piece of paper, and then I take quiet time and I'll download all the key things that I took down on paper and put it into the notes section of my contact manager. That way, when I go to follow up with someone, I can do a quick search. I can look through my past notes. I can see what their hot buttons are. That's invaluable. If you can remember how many children someone has, what their names are, what their ages are, what things someone likes to do for fun, you name it, you have a much greater likelihood to create a relationship with that person where they're going to feel like they know, like, and trust you. We've all heard that phrase before, right? So the question then, remember, questions are the answer, is, are you using a contact management system? Are you always taking notes on your prospects? Are you saving those notes? Are you searching those notes before you follow up with people? Are you scheduling reminders so you don't forget to follow up with people, because the fortune is in the follow-up, right? Because the more that you do these things, the better relationship you're going to have with people. When they hear from you, they're going to think, ah, there's Alan. I like Alan. Alan's a great guy. I look forward to hearing from Alan, right? I have a friend on the call, actually, Alan, who, I love to hear from this guy. He's an amazing guy. We hit it off, and, I don't even need to take notes on him anymore because I know him extremely well now. But when I first started talking to him, I took notes, and I hope he did the same for me, because that's what everyone should do if you're looking to build a better relationship with your list, okay? So how else does a free lead system enable you to improve your relationship with your list? Well, another feature that we have for premium members, and by the way, it's not that we're here to sell everybody on being a premium member, but we do believe in it tremendously, and I want all of you to be aware of what we have, because you can try all this for free. You can upgrade and try our premium membership free for 7 days. So my belief is, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you see, so to speak, what's behind the curtain? Remember, I forget the game show. It was like, what's behind door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3? Well, you didn't know until you looked behind the curtain. But this enables you, in essence, to look behind the curtain and see, and I'm showing you some of these things here, but you also, as a premium member, you never pass up every other lead. And that can generate, a lot more, literally thousands more leads for you. So one of the features we have for premium members is what we call our automated marketing messages. And those are 17 messages spread over 1 year. Now, they're for different holidays, the next upcoming holidays, Halloween, then Veterans Day, then Thanksgiving, Christmas, et cetera, okay? You can turn each of these individual messages on or off. By default, they're red, okay, over here. And when you click on them, then you can say, hey, I want to turn it on, and I want the Halloween message to go out on Halloween. Or I want it to go out 2 days early, etc. We have a default email template, a very professional email template for each and every holiday. Your picture, all you need to do is add your picture one time, very simple. You add your picture one time into our system, and every outgoing email from our system is going to automatically insert your picture, your contact information, and we have a default Happy Halloween message that you can easily modify and say whatever you want to say. Here's the power of our automated marketing messages. Once you turn these marketing messages on, and you can send them, this is a default demo account that I took the screenshot in, but if you have, one contact, 100 contacts, 1,000 contacts, whatever, you can send this out to any group or groups. And once these are turned on, the infomercial, a lot of infomercials say, set it and forget it. And what that means is with our automated marketing messages, even if you never logged into our back office again, once you set these up, every single holiday, or just the holidays you want, every single Thanksgiving, every single Christmas, every single New Year's, Martin Luther King Day, Valentine's Day, etc., automatically our automated marketing messages will be going out to your contacts with, again, a different professional email template for each and every holiday, making you look very professional and improving your relationship with your list because it's reminding people that you're thinking about them, okay? And so this is all automated. It's easy, point, click, set it, forget it. Again, it's only available for our premium members. Why not upgrade? Free for 7 days, try it, and then, use it as long as you like. Now, one other thing that we have here for premium members is the ability to create unlimited email campaigns. Now, this is the third key. Remember I said that there's, building a larger list, there's developing a relationship with your list, and last and definitely not least is increasing exposure or communicating more often with your list. Because again, if someone doesn't hear from you but once a year, they're probably not going to think about you that often as if you used our 17 automated marketing messages, used our 18, position yourself as an expert campaign, and then you can come here with our email campaigns, or what's also known as an autoresponder campaign, and create an unlimited number of email campaigns. An email campaign, the campaign part of it, is a series of email messages spread over time. And you can send these out anytime you want and send out up to 30,000 a month. You actually can go over 30,000, but 30,000 a month is included in our premium membership. And our premium membership, if I didn't mention it before, is literally about $1 a day, $29.97 a month, which easily can be free by simply referring 3 other premium members, which again, that part's easy because when you're sharing your link to generate leads for yourself, some of those people are going to want to upgrade. So you're simply putting your link out there to build your list, to generate leads for you, but when 3 of those people upgrade, then you could be using our upgraded premium membership free every month. You have 3 paying referrals, which can be the same 3 people month after month after month. So I'm going to end it with this and then take some questions and show you some things in the administrative area, how to share your link, how to promote this. And it's a question I believe is really important. I think a lot of us, myself included, like I'm 54 now, like to think that I'm going to live forever. I used to really believe that when I was a lot younger. But, the Bible, the good book says, do not boast about a day, for you know not what a day may bring. Meaning that, hey, I wasn't guaranteed to wake up this morning. I'm not guaranteed to wake up tomorrow morning. And so I don't know how many more days I have left. What I do know is that I want to enjoy the time that I have left. And the question, you remember, questions are the answer, is isn't it time that you really enjoy life? Do you start to do the things that you really want to do, when you want to do them, with the people you want to do them, the way you want to do them? Life is short. We get to do it one time, so start enjoying it. So how do you do that? Well, get the free lead system forever if you don't already have it. I mean, it literally is free forever, okay? So sign up for it. If you're already a member, we strongly invite you and encourage you to upgrade to the premium membership if you haven't done that already. Why? Hey, it's a 7-day free trial. never pass up every other lead. You keep every lead that you generate, and that will easily can turn into thousands of leads over time. But then you get all these features. I only showed you a snapshot of the wealth of features and tools that we have to help you build a larger list, improve your relationship with your list, increase your exposure to your list, so you sell more product and bring more people into your business. So what should you do? Get in touch with the person who referred you to this training. Okay? Don't come sign up under us, unless you heard about us from us, but go to the person that referred you to this training so that they get credit for their 3 paying referrals. We want you to get it free, and so that's the beauty for you, is that whenever, all you got to do is put your link out, someone can sign up for free, and then we'll send them a notification once a week to let them know about a free training like this every week, and then they come to the free training. We'll educate them on some basic valuable tips to build their home-based business and show them some of the tools that we have that would facilitate that happening for them. And then if those people decide, hey, they want to upgrade, now you got one of your 3 paying members. So we're going to do everything we can on our part to make it really easy for you to get more leads, to build your list. But then once you've done that, then we'll do our part by emailing those people once a week and just saying, hey, here's a free training. Come to the free training. Learn some basic tips and skills how to build your home-based business. We'll also show you some of the tools that we have and how that can help you to be more successful in building your home-based business. And we know that people that attend these free trainings do upgrade to our premium membership so that you can get your 3 paying referrals. Okay? So with that, I'm going to log into our show you the administrative area now. And this is the administrative area for premium members. For those of you that have free membership, you'll see that's pretty similar, but there are a lot more tools actually in the premium membership. You'll notice at the very top, we let you know whether you're a premium member or not. But what's the same for everyone is the Quick Start Guide. And step 1 of the Quick Start Guide is how it works. So literally, you want to click on it. So when you click on how it works, it's going to take you to this page. And on the How It Works page, it gives you an overview. It basically tells you this is how the Free Lead System Forever can easily generate a massive amount of free leads for you on autopilot. And number 1, we give you your website address, and then we tell you the way that you can generate leads is by introducing others in the home-based business industry to sign up for their own Free Lead System Forever. The new person becomes a quality lead because that person meets 2 very key criteria as follows, and we go over those 2 criteria here. And how these got developed is back in 1991, when I was building a home-based business. I was in the top 100 enrollers out of about 250,000 people, and I'm not sharing that to impress you, but rather to impress upon you that I did one simple little thing. And then I rinsed and repeat. You probably heard that saying, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Hey, you get something simple, it works, do it over and over and over again. And you can do that too with the Free Lead System Forever. And what did I do? Well, what I did is I found ads of people that were promoting their home-based business. And I would cut out those ads, and I'd put them in a little tickler file. I didn't even have a computer back then in 1991. And I'd put them in my tickler file. I'd call people back 30 days later, and I'd ask them this one question. Because remember, questions are the answer. So I'd ask them this one question. Hey, I saw your ad in such and such a magazine. How's it going? And most people would say, well, it's going okay. It's not going as well as I'd hoped, but, it's going okay. Then I'd ask them another question, right? And the question I'd ask is, hey, if I could show you a way where you can make more money quicker and easier, would you be open to taking a look at it? It's a very simple question. Again, I invite you to write it down. Hey, I'm curious, if I could show you a way where you could make more money quicker and easier. Those 3 bullet points. Those are the 3 bullet points. If I could show you a way to make more money, right? Who doesn't want to make more money? And I can show you a way to make it quicker. Would you rather make it quicker or slower? Yeah, I like quicker. And easier. Would you rather have it easier or harder? Well, I like more, quicker, and easier. So if I could show you a way where you can make more money quicker and easier, would you be open to taking a look at it? Now, plenty of people said no, but plenty of people said yes. And why did it work so well? Why was I in the top 100 out of 250,000 people? Because I used this one simple idea, and that was to find these two criteria. Number one, someone that was already in the home-based business. So why is that invaluable? Well, you're not needing to spend your time trying to convince someone about the value of being involved in a home-based business. Number two, someone that is looking to grow their home-based business, because lots of people sign an application, they're involved in a home-based business, but they're not spending their time and energy promoting their home-based business, okay? So those two things, those are the same two criteria that the Free Lead System Forever automatically creates for you. Anyone that signs up for a Free Lead System Forever, in essence, is saying, hey, I'm already involved in a home-based business, and I'm looking to build my home-based business, okay? And I shared this statistic, I think, earlier, but I'll just say it again, because remember, repetition is the mother of skill, and that is that approximately 75% of the people in the home-based business industry will change companies every 4 months. So 3 out of every 4 people. So if you're not building that list, developing a relationship with that list, and communicating with that list often, hey, they're not going to be thinking about you. They're not going to be seeing you as an expert. They're not going to be seeing you as someone that creates value, and therefore, they're going to join someone else's business instead of yours, okay? So that's what you want to be able to do. So that's the how it works from the Quick Start Guide. Number 2, promotional tools. When I click on promotional tools, you'll come to this page right here where we have traffic generation offline, and we also have some traffic generation online and offline, okay? Oh, we need to add the print resources. Okay, so we've got some print resources that I just noticed aren't listed on there yet, but we'll add those in. Okay, now so for text links, this is a really easy way. You just click on it, and we'll show you some text links, and you can literally just highlight. We give you the instructions right here to generate leads. Simply copy any of the links below to paste into places like Facebook, Twitter, etc. So if I like the second one, I generate free leads on autopilot, and you can too, and I highlight it and right-click and copy it, then I can go to Facebook. So if I just go to my, over here, and I go to Facebook, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on, well, if you come up here and you search for network marketing, okay, I have a group here with 12,787 members, or you can go to any group, you just type in MLM, network marketing, whatever, and then if you want to take and paste in that I generate free leads on autopilot, and you can too, and the link to your website, you just take that and then paste it. Well, it looks like Facebook is doing something here. Okay, and they generate a couple images here, so it's important with those images right now. They're not the kind of images we want to display. Just click on no thumbnail. Okay, and then what people will see is I generate free leads on autopilot, and you can too, and then it has the Free Lead System Forever and the name of the address for your website, and you just click post. So when I post that, what that's going to do is automatically put that text and that link right there. Anybody that clicks on that link, when I click on that link, I'm going to go to my Free Lead System Forever webpage. Okay, again, that was coming from simply copying and pasting one link on Facebook, and when I come back down over here, where was my text links? That's because I simply copied and pasted a link right here. We also have HTML on Facebook, and I'm not clear why on that, but you always want to test it. Paste it in, take a look at it. Is it the way you want? If not, now we also have under promotional tools here. Come back over here to the admin area. We have emails. So you can simply copy and paste these emails. They automatically puts in your unique website address. So again, all you need to do is copy and paste and share this with someone using your regular email program. Okay? Now we also have banners. So if you want to put a banner, we show you places to advertise, but also some sample banners. So you see the sample banners. You copy and paste the code from underneath there. We give you some instructions, and you send that to someone that has a website, and then that banner will suddenly appear on somebody's site, and when anyone clicks on that banner, then they're going to come to your Free Lead System Forever website. When they enter their name and email address, guess what? You just generated a lead. Okay? Now, there's also other ways here for articles, press releases, video marketing, e-signs, traffic exchanges, all kinds of different ways for you to generate lots of leads by copying and pasting. Okay? So is it simple enough and easy to do for someone to copy and paste? We think so. We're seeing a lot of people having a lot of success with it. So, let me see. I didn't realize there were some questions down here. Let's see. Oh, that person already left. Okay. So, let's see. Let me see if I can find some questions here, because I do need to wrap this up here in just a few moments. George Galvin said, once someone opts in as a prospect, would you suggest contact them by email or just let the autoresponder series do the work? Well, the autoresponder, we have designed the autoresponder series that automatically will communicate with someone that signs up for the Free Lead System Forever, so that they're more likely to get familiar with all of our features and upgrade. Why? That's obviously good for us, but it's good for you, because then you'll get your 3 paying referrals, so you can use our premium membership at no charge. Okay? So great question, George. George asks, as a premium member, can you move leads from one campaign to another? Well, one of the things you can do, George, as a premium member is under leads over here. If I click on leads, that's my contact management system. Okay? And I can go by clicking on the name of a contact. I can come down here and click on groups, and I can create new groups and add people to whatever group or groups that I want to. So let's say I want to create a new group. I'm going to click on create a new group, and I'm just going to type in hot prospects. Okay? And again, you can do this as a free member. You can create groups and click on this. And now that I have a group for hot prospects and personal, I can take this contact Joe and I can just click in this hot prospects box and update it. And now Joe is a member of my hot prospects group. See, it says updated over here. Now, as a premium member, when I go to send an email campaign, I can come down over here to email campaign and send. Now I can say, hey, you know what, I want to send a specific campaign, whatever, Happy 4th of July, you name it, and I want to send it to my hot prospects group in number 3 here. And I have one contact in that group. That's the person I just added. Okay? So I would select the campaign I want, which again, you can come down here and create an unlimited number of your own as a premium member. You can send campaigns as a premium member, and then you can segment your list, your contacts, into whatever group or groups that you want to. Frank Perez, that's a great question. Why do you need this if you advertise online and get leads already? Good question, Frank. Well, several reasons. Number one, because you can leverage other people generating leads for you, number one, Frank. So again, anyone that you sign up that does not upgrade, Frank, every other lead they generate through their efforts becomes a lead for you. And every one of those people who, again, generate leads will become a lead for you. So number one, you can do this all on your own, okay, or you can leverage other people building a list for you, number one. Number two, what we've seen in this industry is your success, Frank, dependent upon your efforts or your efforts and everyone on your team? So what we've seen is maybe, Frank, you can generate lots of leads for yourself. Maybe you're a pay-per-click guru or you're an SEO guru. You know how to do those things. But the question is that something that everybody on your team can do? And if not, then it's not truly duplicatable. And if it's not duplicatable, you're not going to have the success. We talked about that last week. So that's one of the reasons. Another reason why, Frank, is you can very easily get our premium membership for free, and then you can come over here and create unlimited lead capture pages, unlimited sales pages, track your advertising, excuse me, create autoresponder campaigns, voicemail campaigns, virtual postcards, e-cards. You can do all kinds of things. Again, free trainings like this every week. So that's a great question, and we thank you for your question, Frank. Let's see. What is the best, Martha, I'm not clear on your question. What's the best system to send out those leads? Well, if you're a free member, what you can also do is you can come to our contact management system, and you can, it's more effort, but you can come over here and you can click on export, and you can export your leads. And let's say I wanted to include all my groups and any date range search, whatever, and I click on export contacts, and our system, that meets what parameter? All contacts. Okay, let's undelete that. There. What am I doing wrong? Okay, with the, only contacts. Here we go. With the phone will be included. I knew I was doing something wrong. There we go. So what I've done here is I said, give me all groups, because this is a demo account. I only have one contact, remember? And I selected the group, all contact information fields, all dates. And so when I click on this right here, it's going to open up a CSV file, and I'll have my one contact there that I just generated. Okay? And so you can export those contacts, and then you can do whatever you want with them through your regular Outlook, Gmail, Hotmail, whatever. But again, it's much easier to have everything all integrated within our system, and that's another big advantage of being a premium member. So good question. Thank you very much for your question, Martha. Let's see. Brian said, is this live? Yes, Brian Estrada, I'm talking to you right now, Brian. This is live. We do record these, though, and we will make the recordings available. So great question, though, Brian. Bruce Nelkin asks, how do I intersperse personal emails into the autoresponder series? Okay, Bruce, what you can do is you can come in here and create an unlimited number of your own email campaigns and email those out to whoever you want. You can't, quote, intersperse emails into an existing campaign that we have. We do have an existing campaign for people that sign up for the free lead system forever, where we keep communicating with them, making sure they're aware of all the features that we have and the benefits of becoming an upgraded member. So great question, Bruce. So Penelope asks, can you go over the contacting? I'm not clear on what you mean by contacting, but again, one of the ways to contact is simply, our system's going to help you build a list where your leads are going to be in the contact manager. If you are a premium member, then you can create unlimited email campaigns and send email campaigns to those people. If you're a premium member, here's where our automated marketing messages are that I was telling you about. So I click over here, you'll see them all over here. Okay, and again, if I say, hey, I want to turn on Halloween, I just click on it, I enable it and save it, and now it's going to turn from green to red to green, and now that campaign is automatically going to go out on Wednesday, October 31st to all of my contacts. Okay, I'm going to turn that back off. So that's another way to contact people. All right, so hopefully that helps. Penelope Constance asks, can we send an email broadcast that's not part of a campaign to our list or a segmented part of our list? Yes, absolutely. Again, if you're a premium member, Constance. So Constance, from the contact manager, you can come over here and create an unlimited number of groups. As I mentioned earlier, just click on the create new group here. So I might say product prospects, whatever. Just give it a name, create the group for it, and let's say I'm going to add this Contact Joe into that group as well by clicking there and updating my group. Now again, I'm creating groups, I'm updating my contacts into different groups, and when I go to send an email campaign, by sending an email campaign, I select the email campaign that I want, and then I come down here in step 3 and say, what group or groups do I want? I want to send it to this group. And I want to send it to this group, or that group, but not this group, or this group, but not that group, okay? And I can even search for contacts, and then I choose a date to send it, and up. Oh, okay, I picked the wrong campaign. Okay, I must have picked a campaign that only can be sent from the autoresponder, from the capture page. But I've never seen that message before. But anyway, it's very simple. You point and click, and you've got it. I've got to run here, and I'll take 2 more questions. Okay, so let's see, Fidel. You mentioned that you'll be getting your free monthly subscription by referring 3 people provided they upgraded. What if I invited more people and say 10 of them upgraded? Can I get additional commission? Unfortunately, you can't, Fidel. So what you can get, though, again, is you get our membership for free. Now, we are looking at ways that we can create additional value for you. It's just not going to be financial compensation. The reason for that, Fidel, is you know, they're people, network marketing leaders. They want to be able to give our system to everybody on their team, but they do not want their team diverted by working some money-making opportunity. So that's the reason for that, but we're always looking for ways to create more value for you. So the benefit of referring 10 people, though, Fidel, is if anybody ever drops out, or if any of those people go and get 3 people, then that decreases your number of you know, paying referrals. So it's always wise to continue to do that. George Gavin says, I have a capture page currently tied to AWeber. I have a capture page. Can code be added to have contact form directed to priceless possibility system? Yes, you can do that. Over here under websites, we have AWeber settings. So if you have AWeber and you want to make AWeber as your default, you can say, I don't use AWeber, never ask me, or set all of my opt-in forms to, and then enter your list name, and they will do that. Now that works for every capture page you create with our system except for our default free lead system forever right now, but we are looking at and working on how to make that accessible for you to use that with AWeber as well. But the reason why it's not using AWeber right now is simply because we have a lot of autoresponder campaign specific messages that are all automated to help increase the likelihood that people get familiar with what the free lead system forever is, how to use it, how to get the most value out of it, how to upgrade, because again, that's in our best interest, but it's also in your best interest as well. Okay. Mike Beaumont asked, can it be incorporated with other autoresponders like AWeber? Okay, we just answered that. And can I use the autoresponder for my other programs? Absolutely. You can promote whatever you want with this, Martha. That's what's exciting. I'll just answer this last question. So Martha asked the question, can I use the autoresponder campaign to promote other programs? You can come in here and create an unlimited number of lead capture pages with our system. You can come over here and create an unlimited number of email campaigns with our system and tie an email campaign to a capture page. Now, once you've done that, whenever someone, you know, maybe you're promoting 2 or 3 or 5 different business opportunities. Maybe you're promoting one business opportunity with 5 different products. Maybe you're promoting one business opportunity with one product, but to 5 different niches, single moms, you know, college students, baby boomers, you name it. You can create, you know, targeted marketing with our system. You can even track your marketing results so you know what's working or not. And every single person that enters their name and email address from a unique lead capture page will automatically, you don't have to do anything, automatically go into a unique group into your contact manager. That's very powerful, very valuable, because then it will segment your marketing so you know what prospects came from which marketing efforts, so you can follow up with them in the future and talk to them about the right thing because you know what you marketed to them before. So hopefully this has been really valuable for you. I appreciate all of you showing up on the call. We again have recorded this, Lord willing. We'll have a great recording from this. We do have last week's recording we put out in a link this morning or afternoon when we sent out the reminder for this training. We're going to do another training next week, so we're going to pick the best day and update you, and then very likely just do the same day on a regular basis so you guys can get used to the day and time. But if you can't make it, no problem. We will and make that available for you as well. So thank you all so much for joining the call. God bless you. Have an amazing day, and we look forward to how we can best support you.